Before starting this anime, I am telling you that if you have not seen this anime till date, then after watching this video, you will fall in love with this anime because this anime is so good. In the start of this anime, we see a very big skull, which is of a demon, and on top of it, there is an idol of the first Wizard King, killed this demon. There is a church near the skull, and one day the father of that church finds two small children in front of his gate who have been left there. The father understands that both the children are orphans, and he brings them inside with him. Their names are written on the t-shirt of those children. One of them is very calm and cute, whose name is Yuno, but the other one is a little naughty and doing strange things. And this is the main character of our anime, and his name is Asta. Then we see that 15 years pass, and Asta proposes to his church sister Lily. He says to her that I will grow up and become a wizard king, and I will keep you very happy. Please marry me, Sister Lily. To which Sister Lily says, no, I have told you so many times that I cannot marry you. But Asta is very stubborn, and he insists on Sister Lily to marry him. And Sister Lily gets very upset with Asta, and she uses her magic to give Asta a water punch, which makes Asta unconscious there. Sister Lily goes to him and asks him, are you okay? And then some other children of the church come there, and they say to Sister Lily that you are absolutely right. Whenever you are troubled, give him a few water punches. But then Asta comes back to his senses and again runs after Sister Lily. But this time Yuno comes there and he drops Asta there with his magic. Asta gets angry and runs to him and says, why do you always get your legs in the middle of me and Sister Lily? To which Yuno says to Asta, look, first you make a lot of noise. Second, your height is very low. Third, you are less than the mind. And Sister Lily is a nun of this church and nuns can't get married. Don't you have that much anger in your mind? To which Asta gets very angry and says to Yuno, come 1 versus 1. Not in free fire, but in a real fight. To which Asta says, no, I don't want to waste time with you by doing 1 versus 1. Asta says, are you scared? To which this child, whose name is Max, says, how can you even think that you can defeat Yuno in life? Asta says to Max, what is your problem with me? I am so much older than you, yet why don't you respect me? To which Max says, not at all. I can't respect anyone who can't use magic even after being 15 years old. Actually, Asta has no magic at all, meaning Asta is in a world where magic does everything without magic. Max says to Asta, how can you even think that you can defeat a powerful magician like Yuno without magic? Asta says if Yuno is so strong, can he do this? And he starts hitting crunches at a very high speed. Actually, Asta can't use magic, so he exercises and makes himself physically very strong. Max says to Asta, you can't become a wizard king by hitting crunches, because the Wizard King is the strongest magician, not the strongest bodybuilder. And then Yuno starts drying Sister Lily's clothes with his magic, which all the kids run to see. And Yuno also dreams of becoming a Wizard King like Asta. Sister Lily also says thank you to Yuno to help him, to which Asta is very jealous, and he quickly runs to cut wood so that Sister Lily also says thank you to him. But before he cuts wood, Yuno cuts wood with his magic. Actually, he likes to show off in front of Asta. Max says, I'm sure the next Wizard King will be Yuno, not Asta. And then the father also comes there and starts praising Yuno that Yuno will definitely make this church famous one day. Asta gets sad and sits alone in the corner. That's when Sister Lily comes to him and tells him, don't be sad, Asta. You'll get your grimoire in a few days, then you'll be able to use magic. Hearing this, Asta gets happy and stands up again and says, you'll see, Sister Lily, I'll get the best grimoire in the world, and then I'll work hard and become the strongest, and then I'll be the Wizard King in a day. Grimoire is actually a magical book which has 3 leaves, which everyone gets at the age of 15, and after getting it, people's magic increases a lot, and they can also use magical attacks. Asta says to Yuno that when I get my grimoire, we'll practice together like we did as kids, and we'll be very strong together. But Yuno ignores him and leaves, as if he doesn't believe in his clash. To which Asta is also very sad and he also leaves. Sister Lily comes to Yuno and tells him, you shouldn't have done this to Asta. To which Yuno says, Asta can never become a Wizard King as long as I live. Sister Lily thinks that since Asta has been very sad, he must be crying somewhere. But our Asta doesn't cry. He's training here to get stronger and to make his dream of becoming a Wizard King come true. After a few days, Asta, Yuno, and many other kids who were 15 years old all go to the Grimoire Tower to get their own grimoire. Asta is very excited because now he will finally be able to use magic and clash with Yuno. There are also children of 2 noble families there, who are making fun of Asta and Yuno because they are poor. That's when the master of the Grimoire Tower comes there and welcomes everyone. Asta is very excited and happy. Then this master says a magical spell and goes to everyone with their own grimoire. Everyone is very happy to get their own grimoire, but Asta doesn't have any grimoire. Asta says, is my grimoire late? Where is my grimoire? on which everyone starts laughing at him and making fun of him. But then his grimoire comes to Yuno, which is a 4-leaf grimoire, which is very rare. And this grimoire is also with the first Wizard King. Seeing this, everyone is shocked that Yuno, who is not even from the noble family, how did he get a 4-leaf grimoire? Yuno turns around and tells everyone that he will become the next Wizard King, and everyone starts praising him. But then Asta stands up and says no to Yuno. Not you, I will become the next Wizard King, on which everyone starts laughing at him and making fun of him. And Yuno also ignores Asta there and goes away from there. After this, Asta hangs upside down in the jungle alone and is a little sad. And because not only does he have magic, but now he doesn't even have a grimoire. But even after all this, he doesn't give up. And he gets up and says, "What happened if I didn't get a grimoire? I will still work hard. And one day I will definitely become a Wizard King. You just wait, Yuno. I am your rival and I will prove it to you." But then he hears a voice. Here we see that both of them come to fight Yuno out of jealousy. And they say to him, "How can a poor man like you get a 4-leaf grimoire? And we are not nobles. I will burn your grimoire." And he uses a magical attack on Yuno. But Yuno defends himself without using his grimoire. Seeing this, both of them are shocked that how is Yuno so strong? But then suddenly some chains come and catch them both. And then a man comes there who says, "Are you crazy? Who wants to burn such a rare thing?" Yuno asks, "Who are you?" On which he tells, "My name is Snake, and I want that thing that you have." And then he also catches Yuno with his magic, and he also snatches his 4-leaf grimoire from him. Yuno says, "Snake, I have heard your name. You are a very strong and famous thief, but you must know that only its original owner can use a grimoire." On which Snake says, "Yes, I know that no one can use your grimoire without you, but in the black market, I will get a lot of money for this 4-leaf grimoire. And that's why I'm stealing your grimoire. Forgive me, your dream of becoming a Wizard King ends here." And then our Asta comes there and falls down and gets insulted. But still he stands up and says, "What's going on here? And how do you have 2 grimoires?" Yuno says, "One of them is mine and run away from here quickly. He is very strong." Then Asta understands the whole game, and he tells Snake to quietly return Yuno's grimoire. On which Snake says to him, "You are the same loser who did not get a single grimoire." And saying this, he starts laughing at him. Asta says, "Yes, I am the one who did not get any grimoire, but I am also the one who will become a Wizard King one day." And saying this, Asta runs towards Snake. Yuno says, "No, don't fight him, Asta." Snake attacks Asta with his magic, but Asta dodges his attack and comes behind him, and he's just going to punch him. Snake attacks Asta with his magic, but Asta dodges his attack and comes behind him, and he's just going to punch him. But then the snake's chains catch him, and then Snake uses his magic to injure Asta a lot. Asta thinks in his mind that he is just a thief. Then how is he so strong? And if a thief is so strong, then how strong will the Wizard King be? And then Snake fights him on the wall behind him and goes to him and says, "Open your eyes, kid. You can't defeat me in 100 births." Asta thinks in his mind that he is right, no matter how much I train my body and make it strong, but I can't defeat him either. Snake laughs at Asta and says, "I can measure how much magic someone has with my chain, and you don't even have a drop of magic. And that's why you didn't get any grimoire, because grimoire increases magic, and you don't even have magic. You can't even do a normal job, let alone a Wizard King. Be ashamed of your life. You are a big loser." Hearing this, Asta breaks down from the inside, and he thinks that he is absolutely right. I don't have magic in me, and I don't even have a grimoire. Then how can I become a Wizard King? Who is the strongest magician in the world? And for the first time in his life, Asta is going to give up. But then Yuno shouts and says no. I know Asta will not become a Wizard King, because I will be the next Wizard King. But Asta is not a loser. He is my rival, and he also has a magical power, and that is never to give up. And as soon as he hears this, he feels like he is alive again. He says to Snake, "Get away from me." Snake moves away from him, and a strange energy starts coming from Asta. Asta says to Yuno, "Don't worry, Yuno. I won't let this man take your grimoire, even if I have to die for him." And then his own grimoire flies to Asta, which is not a normal grimoire, but a 5-leaf grimoire, which is the only one in the whole world, which is more rare than Yuno. There are 3 types of grimoires in the world. A 3-leaf grimoire, which has magical powers, and this is very common. 4-leaf grimoire, which is very rare, and it also has good luck with magical powers. And last is 5-leaf grimoire, which is the only one in the world. And there is a demon in it, and Asta finally gets his 5-leaf grimoire. Yuno smiles at Asta and says, "I knew, Asta. You are the one who can make the impossible possible, like you did in your childhood." And then we see the childhood of both of them. How Yuno used to cry a lot in the beginning, and used to cry over small things, and Asta used to help him from the beginning, and used to protect him like his elder brother. Then one day in his childhood, Sister Lily, Asta, and Yuno tell the story of the first Wizard King, how, once upon a time, A very big and powerful demon attacked the whole world and destroyed everything. Sadness spread everywhere, but suddenly a boy comes there and saves them all. And he has a 4-leaf grimoire, and he and the demon fight for many days. But in the end, the boy defeats the demon and brings peace and happiness to the world again. And he becomes the first wizard king, the strongest magician in the world. And after hearing this story, Asta and Yuno decide that they will also grow up and become wizard kings. In the evening, the father comes and gives a letter to Yuno and tells him to send the letter to a man outside the village. Asta says, "Let me go," but Yuno refuses him and says no, he will go alone. Yuno goes alone to that man and gives him the letter. It's been a long time, and Asta starts worrying about Yuno. And then on the way back, a big man surrounds Yuno, and he forcibly snatches his pendant. Yuno tells him to return it to me. It is the last memory of my parents, on which he laughs and says, "Run away from here quietly, otherwise I will have to kill you." Hearing this, Yuno gets scared and starts crying, and thinks that he can't do anything now. But then Asta comes there, and catches that man. This man kills Asta and throws him away, but Asta goes and catches him again, and is screaming loudly. Yuno is just looking at Asta and thinking that when Asta knows that he can't defeat this man, then why is he fighting him? This man injures Asta a lot, but still Asta does not give up, and keeps holding him, and is screaming loudly to return Yuno's pendant. This man understands that this child is not a normal child, and he leaves that pendant there, and Asta falls there. Yuno comes to him crying and says, "Forgive me, you got hit so much because of me." On which Asta says to him, "Don't worry, I will always be with you and protect you, and one day I will become a wizard king, and I will keep you and all the people of the church happy and safe." And here we see a strange sword comes out of Asta's grimoire, and Snake says, "Where did you get this grimoire from?" And he attacks Asta again, but Asta uses his sword, and the magical chains of the snake disappear. Snake says, "How did you do this? Who are you?" On which Asta says, "I am the one who will become a wizard king one day." Saying this, Asta attacks the snake and beats the snake at once. Yuno laughs at him, and Asta comes to him and says, "Look at this, Yuno. I finally got my grimoire." Yuno says to Asta, "You saved me again, Asta. Do you remember the promise we made in childhood?" In childhood, when Yuno listens to Asta, he asks, "Can I become a wizard king when I am so weak?" On which Asta says to Yuno, "Yes, if you work hard and never give up. Can you become any wizard king?" On which Yuno stands up and says, "Okay, I have also decided that I will never cry after today, and I will work very hard and become a wizard king one day, and I will keep you and all the people of the church happy." On which Asta says to Yuno, "It means that now we are rivals, and they both promise each other that they both will work very hard, and one day they will become a wizard king." Asta says to Yuno, "Yes, I remember, and I thought you must have forgotten." And then they both again, like childhood, they bet on each other again to see who will be the first wizard king. After this, we see a glimpse of the current wizard king. And we see those 9 magic knights, who were the strongest magicians after the wizard king in the kingdom. And their job is to maintain peace and order in the kingdom. And they all have a squad. To join them, children have to give an entrance exam. And for that exam, Asta and Yuno are both training. Here we see Father and Sister Lily go to the Master of Grimoire Tower, and the father asks the master, why did he name Asta with Yuno for the entrance exam, while Asta can't even pass that test? On which the master tells him that Asta had shown me his grimoire, and he had requested me a lot to send him to the entrance exam. So that's why I sent him. Father asks the master, what is the grimoire that Asta has? And is it really a grimoire or not? On which the master tells him, I can't tell you much, but yes, because of that grimoire, Asta will have to fight a very big battle in the future. Father requests the master that Asta is very weak and he doesn't even have magic, so don't send him to the entrance exam. On which the master tells him that you don't want to send Asta, because if he passes, then he will leave from here and you will miss him. On which the father feels a little shy and starts making excuses. And Sister Lily also understands that the father secretly loves Asta a lot. Here we see, here Asta and Yuno are coming back to the church, and there is a tie between them. Asta asks, who won? Max says Yuno won. Asta says, the race is not over yet. The one who enters the church first will win. And Asta is about to enter the church, but then Yuno throws him away with his magic and wins the race. While sleeping at night, Asta is also saying in his dreams that he will become a wizard king one day. He is crazy to become a wizard king. Hearing this, Max gets angry at Asta. The next day, Asta is training again, and Max comes to him. Asta asks what happened. Max says, you are stupid, on which Asta gets angry at him and says that you have come so far from the church to say this. Max tells him that you don't even have magic. How can you even think that you will pass the magic knight exam? Asta says that now I have my grimoire, and now I will definitely pass the magic knight exam, and one day the wizard. But then Max stops him in the middle and says, shut up. Why don't you understand that poor people like us don't have dreams? On which Asta comes to him and shouts at him, if you want your dreams with all your heart and work hard for it, then whatever your dream is, it will definitely come true. And for the first time in his life, Max realizes that Asta is not such a big loser. At night, the father cooks very good food, because tomorrow Asta and Yuno are going for the entrance exam. Asta is very happy, and the father calls Asta to himself and tells him, look, Asta, if you fail, Don't be too sad. Come back home quietly. We are always with you. And Asta says that you will say the same thing to Yuno, that you are saying only to me. On which the father does not say anything to him, because he knows that Yuno will easily pass. Just a little problem with Asta. Asta tells the father, "Don't worry, I will definitely pass this Magic Night exam, and after that I will become a Wizard King, and I will come back and marry Sister Lily." But only then Sister Lily makes him quiet. The next day, Asta and Yuno are about to leave for their journey. All the people say best of luck to them, and Max says, "Asta doesn't need to say bye, he'll be back soon. But yes, if you somehow pass Asta, then I will agree that people like us can also see dreams, and then I will also work hard to become a Magic Knight." On which Asta tells him, "Then get ready to work hard." And then Asta and Yuno leave for their destination. Sister Lily is also a little sad about Asta's departure. And Asta and Yuno, after a very long journey, finally reach at the place of their Magic Night entrance exam. Now who passed and who failed, we will see in the next part. That's all in this part. I will upload part 2 of this anime as soon as 70 comments will come on this video. So do comment anything. I hope you liked this video. And if you like to see such Hindi anime stories, then subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. See you in the next video. Bye bye.